Hello and welcome back to another edition of AEW Dynamite Out of 10 right here on the Wrestle Debate. Huge show today. We've got 3 specials and 3 weeks coming up after this. So let's see what AEW build ahead of the big shows. So let's get straight into it. Hardy and Private Party then took on Hangman Page and the Dark Order to start off the show. Quen and Page started the match off for their respective teams. Quen quickly tagged in Matt Hardy, but Page and the Dark Order cleared house. Hangman went to hit the powerbomb on Isaiah Cassidy, who tagged in Matt Hardy, but it was blocked, allowing Private Hardy to get on top. Back in the ring, following a bit of outside action, Quen and Cassidy hit Alex Reynolds with the gin and juice. Matt Hardy tagged himself in and made the cover for the win. I'm going to give this 6.75 out of 10. Good match, love the story, love the incoming Matt Hardy heel turn, that should be class. On Dynamite, it was time for Cody versus Angelico. It was announced that Brandy Rose was pregnant before the match. Congratulations. Before the match started and it was back and forth, Jack Evans tried to get involved at ringside, only for Arn Anderson to stop him. Cody hit a big boot, allowing him to get on top, and followed it up with a Cody cutter, planting Angelico, and that was enough for the victory. I'm going to give it a 6.75 out of 10, because after the match, Sting came out as soon as Team Taz went on to Cody. Powerhouse Hobbs got scared, and yeah, I just love Sting's debut in AEW. 6.75 out of 10. I was backstage with Marvez on Dynamite. Miro was asked about the 3 crew members last week and revealed he'd been fined £75,000 before saying Kip Sabian and Thor's wedding date will be announced soon. That could be quite funny. Eddie Kingston made his way down to the ring and said he had a message for all of his enemies. Lance Archer came out and they looked like they were going to fight before the Butcher and the Blade came down to the ring, and then Pac made his return out of nowhere and they all had a little bit of an argument before Kingston, Butcher and the Blade made their way out the ring. This was a good little segment. Glad to see Pac back, and it'll be interesting to see where Lance Archer fits in all of this. It was a huge 14-man tag match between the Inner Circle versus Best Friends, Top Flight, the Varsity Blondes and Brandon Cutler. Brian Pillman Jr. kicked things off with Chris Jericho. Pillman tagged in Griff Garrison and was on top, hitting Jericho with leg drops. We got some really fast-paced action between Sammy as he tagged in and Dante taking him down. Sammy was on top before a massive 12-man brawl imploded. Santana and Trent were legal men before MJF tagged in and distracted the referee. The Inner Circle members punished Trent at ringside before Sammy Guevara tagged back in, allowing him to get on top. Jake Hager then hit a blind tag and hit Garrison with an F10 before MJF made the pin. I'm going to give this 6.75 out of 10. Good match, good to see the Inner Circle working together. It just extends that storyline, really, which I think this is all about until the next pay-per-view. AEW then took on the Acclaimed. Frankie Kazarian and Anthony Bowens started things off in this match. Max Carter tagged out and Bowens sent Kazarian shoulder first into the turnbuckle, allowing the Acclaimed to get on top. The experienced veterans then came in. A hot tag allowed Daniels to get in control before Caster got involved from ringside and hit Daniels in the head with a boombox, allowing Bowens to quickly capitalise and pin Christopher Daniels. I think this is 6.5 out of 10. Just a solid real tag match, and it's building to the Acclaim v the Young Bucks. Elise and Diamante took on Big Swole and Serena Deeb next. Must be time for the main event nearly, because it's the women's match. Serena Deeb and Evilise started the match off. Swole hit a backbreaker and tried to tag out, but that was stopped by Diamante. Diamante tagged back in and rained left and right hands on Big Swole. She followed it up with a suplex before locking on a headlock. Deeb finally managed to get the tag back in before Evilise and Diamante were both beaten up. They were pretty much on control ever since then. A cloverleaf was locked in, forcing Diamante to tack out. I'm going to give this a 6.25 out of 10. It was an okay women's match, but it's just that there was no storyline to it. But anyway, after the match, Nyla Rose came out and attacked Serena Deeb. Red Velvet came down to the ring with a steel chair and drove Nyla Rose, Evilise and Diamante away. And it was main event time in a no DQ match between Kenny Omega and Joey Janela. Janela wasted no time trashing a trash can at Omega. The AEW World Champion then hit back by sending Janela face first into a chair at ringside. Omega followed up with a Tope con Hilo allowing him to get on top. Omega took a mic, and basically it's a bit like, you know that bit on 2K20 or 19 where you wrestle in a town hall on career mode and you have Trey, I think his name is, shouting out the commentary. It's basically that for a little while before Joey Janela countered the one-winged angel, put him through a table. Omega then quickly got back in trap and hit a one-winged angel to pick out the win. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Good match. It's just a bit disappointing really that we didn't get another interruption from Gallows and Anderson or Rich Swann or something like that. Just building it for Impact feels a bit detached. But anyway, after the match, Pat came out and informed Omega that he would be facing Ray Phoenix on the last episode of Dynamite. That should be flipping class, so I'm not complaining about that. Overall this week, AEW Dynamite gets a 6.75 out of 10 from me. I thoroughly enjoyed this show. Really consistent show. Not the greatest Dynamite you're ever going to see, but a really consistent show that delivered throughout. Just building towards some of the biggest shows at the moment. And of course, like always, AEW did a really solid job of it, and that led to a good show. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and follow me on Twitter. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my other channels on the screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.